Sa akon, duway man kayong ba, way man masolusyonan mo. Taga mo magyapon ng problema, nanto gidugay na nga problema, para sa gamay ko sa nagdako, ba, nagyapon.
Para sa akon, okay, latanan maayo ang iyang ginhimo sa Bacolod. But, may ara lang ko yung medyo nega lang about naman sa mga implementation nga ginhimo niya sa Bacolod City. Kag i-training niya maayo ang enforcer sa Bacolod because ang traffic sa Bacolod ga-worse.
As an alumno sa Bacolod City College, very thankful gid ko kay Mayor sa pagpatukod kag pagsagod sa Bacolod City College.
Madamo siya nga ginaobra sa Bacolod. Tapos ang damo, saya na buligan.
Nakita ko man lang sa dalan lakso naman na ipakayo yung dalan. Wala mo ko diya nga kung tuod. Ang ako lang mga okay man tali nga kibing nagatag sa mong barangay pero masolusyonan niya lang sa mong barangay nga pirmi gabaha.
Well, kadamo-damo siyang inimuan yung biladay ng kusina. Niambutaran kita sa government and center. Hindi lang kanami sinada.
And that was the feel of the public pulse on the question. Para sa imo, ano ang mga maayong hinimuan ni Mayor Bing sa Bacolod? And now the headlines. Congressman Greg says Department of Health officials have confirmed inclusion of 600 million pesos for Bacolod District Hospital in 2022 annual budget. Army spokes ask Juanito Magbanua, do you really know what is happening inside the NPA? ERB decision one-sided in favor of Benitez. 5 families want to donate lots for Bacolod. Planters group complain against Vic Nico. Mandalagano 3 vows a fight not yet over. Councilor refiles city ordinance granting tax condemnations. Additional vax centers open in Bacolod malls. Aldrich Corporation rewards gold medalist Heidelin Diaz with 1-year supply of foul liniment. The headlines were brought to you by NIR Gun Club, Kitty's World Montessori School, and Sam Slim Gym.
From the Broadcast Center of Digital News Exchange in Bacolod City, this is Studio A Reports.
This is the evening wrap of July 29, 2021. I am Nikki Magbanwa. First, the weather brought to you by To Go. Weathercast reports mostly cloudy skies tonight with temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and 9% chance of rain. Tomorrow, expect cloudy skies and scattered thunderstorm with temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and 30% chance of rain. And now for the news brought to you by Falco Marketing Corporation, Dobinson's, Chong Tapsilogan and Sizzlers, and Bread Bite. Lone District Congressman Greg Gasataya said the Department of Health officials have confirmed the inclusion of 600 million pesos for the creation of Bacolod City District Hospital in 2022 annual budget. Alakitor Saita has the details.
Bacolod Lone District Congressman Greg Gasataya said Department of Health officials had already confirmed to him that the 600 million construction budget for the Bacolod District Hospital had already been included in the General Appropriations Act for 2022. Gasataya told DNX this means funding for the first ever district hospital for the highly urbanized capital of Negros Occidental is sure by next year, and construction can already proceed as soon as the needed requirements are complied with. Gasataya is the main author of House Bill 6731 that provides for the hospital construction.
Kung based sa pronouncements ng Department of Health, no, it's a almost a sure thing, no, sans the approval of Congress.
For DNX News, Alakitor Saita reporting.
In defense news, Army spokes ask Juanito Magbanua, do you really know what is happening inside the NPA? Darwin Salas has this report.
Army spokesman Major Senon Pancito III asked Juanito Magbanua of the New People's Army if he is really aware of what is happening inside the rebel group, as he and other NPA commands appear to be inconsistent in their statements. Pansito told DNX, Magbanwa did not admit at first the death of a rebel in Escalante City last week, but a statement released by Jean Pellier, command in Northern Negros, confirmed the death of Ka Dandan. Does he really know what is happening inside the rebel movement? Pansito asked. The army had reported last week that 2 rebels were captured and 1 was slain in a strike operation by the 79th Infantry Battalion in the village of Malasibog. For DNX News, Darwin Sales reporting.
The report was brought to you by Beer Taxi. And now for more news brought to you by Ernie's Fruit Stand and Bacolod Hand Gunner. Lawyers of the 3 oppositors against Albi Benitez transfer of registration said the Election Registration Board's decision was one-sided in favor of the former Solon. Ayla Quitorsada has the details.
Lawyers of the 3 oppositors against former 3rd District Solon Alfredo Abelardo Albi Benitez, Attorney Marcos Aurelian Baflor, and Attorney Jose Alimon said the Electoral Registration Board's decision was one-sided in favor of Benitez. Baflor and Alimon said the ERB went to the extent of explaining its jurisdiction, but it clearly failed to tackle that there was no actual transfer of residency made by Benitez. The lawyer said the issue is Benitez claiming to be an automatic resident of the city after buying his alleged house on lot at Mountain View Subdivision on April 19, 2021. On their statement, Baflor and Alimon questioned why the ERB failed to consider the lack of water and electrical connection in a supposed residence. Another is the issue on his cedula, with the lawyer saying there was clearly a misrepresentation as Benitez simply declares an annual income of about 500,000, an amount they said is unlikely to be the income of a billionaire. The oppositors, on the other hand, stand firm and steady in the challenge that Benitez is a complete stranger in Bacolod City. Quote, the fight is not yet over, and there is still a long way to go. For DNX News, Ayla Quitorsada reporting.
Meanwhile, 5 families want to donate their properties to the government on which to build the Bacolod District Hospital. Bacolod Congressman Greg Sataya told DNX these Bacolod residents want to help in making the first ever local hospital a reality.
Well, ang proposal is that it should be enough, no, para may room for future expansion, meaning for future growth sang hospital. Kasi hindi man pwedeng ibutang mo siya sa area nga gamay, gutok. Kasi later on kung mag-expand ka, mangita ka naman duta. So dapat ang area may enough space nga in the future kung mag-expand ka, mag-increase ka sa imo bed capacity, hindi ka na magproblema.
In other news, the Vic Mico Planters Association has come out against the Victorious Milling Company after the giant refiner decided to stop doing business with it. The Planters Association, in a statement sent DNX, said Vic Mico accused them of actively campaigning among their members to bring canes to other mills in a letter sent to them on April 26 this year. The statement, signed by the officers and members of the board of Vic Mico Planters Association, said it is true their members had really been bringing canes to other mills. This is because of what they called as poor milling efficiencies and onerous penalties. The group said it was duty-bound to protect its members, especially small planters who are agrarian reform beneficiaries. More on this in our website and other online assets. In other developments, the oppositors against the transfer of residency of former 3rd District Congressman Alfredo Abelardo Albi Benitez, Hector Yula, Teodoro Abaw, and John Abaw of Mandalagan Village said the fight is not yet over and that there is still a long way to go. Their lawyer said the 3 oppositors stand firm in the challenge and still believes that Benitez is a complete stranger in Bacolod City. Yesterday, the Election Registration Board denied the opposition filed by 3 Mandalagan residents and approved the application of transfer of Benitez. Meanwhile, Councilor Al Victor Espino said they refiled City Ordinance 936, which was authored by him and Councilor Dindo Ramos to grant tax condonations. Espino said that once the ordinance is enacted again, those with real property taxes with delinquency can go to City Hall and pay their back dues. Espino added that the last time the city ordinance was implemented, it has generated new funds for the city amounting to almost 50 million pesos.
The City Ordinance 936 gives you a rebate, no, or condonation or condonation of penalties and surcharges. As a matter of fact, sang nagligad nga tuig when this was enacted into law, ang natabo was kay tungod nagdamo ang nagbayad, we generated new funds for the city in the amount of almost 50 million pesos.
In other news, City Administrator M. Ang Emergency Operations Center Executive Director and COVID-19 Vaccination Council Coordinator said a new vaccination center set up in City Mall Golden Fields will open tomorrow. The vaccination drive will cater to first dose vaccinees under priority groups: A1 frontline healthcare workers, A2 senior citizens, A3 persons with comorbidities, A4 essential workers, and A5 indigent population. This is the 4th vaccination center set up in a mall next to SM City Bacolod, Ayala Mall's Capital Central, and Robinson's Place, Bacolod. Meanwhile, Aldrich Corporation rewards gold medalist Heidelin Diaz with 1-year supply of Pau liniment. The Golden Girl of Philippine sports has bagged yet another set of rewards following her victory in the 2021 Summer Olympics, as Aldrich Corporation offered her a year's supply of Pau de Arco liniment. Aldrich Corporation in a press statement said it salutes all Filipino athletes as it thanked Diaz for her efforts in securing the country's first ever Olympic gold through hard work and perseverance. For more news and updates, log on to www.dnx.news. And that was for our evening wrap. This is Nikki Magbanwa.
From the Broadcast Center of Digital News Exchange in Bacolod City, this is Studio A Reports.